Okay, new angle. Let's give it a shot. What's going on, multiple prom rights here, and welcome to my first reaction since the Aztec Empire. I know it's felt like a really long time. I don't know how many of you guys know this, but I started a new job. Also, a lot of music that has come out that I haven't been too interested in doing a video over. It's maybe a possible fear of me burning out. I'm not too sure, but I'm actually gonna do a reaction video today because I'm really interested in this one. I went over her last EP, and I'm going over this EP. Also, yeah, new room angle. Let me know if y'all like it, want me to keep it. I've been having a lighting issue lately, so I'm trying to do the best I can do. I'm surprised I haven't even thought of this angle yet, but yeah, let's give it a freaking shot. Today we are going over the new Akeos EP on Never Say Die, hence the shirt, hence the drip. It's called Flesh Garden. And yeah, apparently this is entirely multi-genre, so I think there's a house track. I accidentally spoiled like 2 seconds of it. Apparently every song has a different genre. It's not just rhythm or dubstep like the last EP. Yeah, I know Akeos has been trying out a lot of stuff recently, which is awesome. Bringing in some more variety into the scene. So, without further ado, got my speaker here. Wait for it. There we go. Let's just freaking do it, lads. You know what? Let's scoot up just a little bit so you guys can see my face better. I think that's pretty good. Here we freaking go. The first track, Void Virus. What genre are we getting into with the first track? House? Ooh, that arc. This is nice and funky. Okay. Ooh! Oh, that sub! Going up and down in pitch like that. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so wavy. Hey. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's fire. That's fire. That little small one shot obviously isn't going to portray all the energy that you need for a song like this. So you need that booming energy, like you need that sub, you need that booming sub to kind of give it that backbone. Little hybrid trap feeling, at least in the A section there. This is really cool. I like this. Fake out. Oh. Oh my gosh. I'm sweating. I'm sweating already. Just letting the melody, just letting that little one shot do what it wants to do. Really playful. I think I like this part a little better, to be honest. Oh, how the sub just falls along with it. I gotta mention the snare too. Has a little overtone to it. Oh, and that's the song. Is it just gonna end? Okay, yeah, that was great. That was freaking great. Really dope, really kind of creepy, eerie, atmospheric start to the EP. I kind of already got those feels with the names of the track and also the artwork as well. So yeah, we're definitely getting into some weird stuff here for sure. Track 2, Please Wait. This is the one I got very small amount of spoilers. So it's house. Is this like techno? Is this Akeos techno? Techno and Never Say Die? Hold on. We're going already?
Please wait.
Okay. I like that. The percussion kind of one shot gives a more deeper feeling, and that sub as well. Okay. Not interesting me too much, but it's still cool. It's still cool to hear some Akeos house, but not the most interesting idea, I feel like, but the theme is definitely there.
Please wait.
Just the same pattern, I did a different melody. So I definitely see the approach that Akeos is going for here, 100%. And I think it's pretty solid. But I don't think it's something I'd really go that much back to, I'm afraid. I love me some house. You know, Tony Romero, Abstract, Joyride. Okay, yeah, did kind of feel like it was still dragging on for a pretty long time. I feel like I wanted a bit more variation or some more happening in the back, or, you know, just a little bit of that secret sauce, because it was definitely minimal, and, you know, that's the idea, and it definitely felt full. I'm not saying it didn't feel full, but I'm saying I feel like, me personally, I would have wanted a bit more just stuff happening. Track 3, Kilohertz. Y'all didn't think I know that, huh? KHZ is my favorite track. It's Kilohertz. I'm a smart boy. I'm actually really dumb. What genre are we getting here? We got our bit of 130 dubstep. Oh, this is drum and bass. Okay. Then we got some house, and now we got some drum and bass. Ooh. That did something to me. I just spit. I'm sorry. Ugh. I can get with this. Akeos' subs are always so, like, buzzy. Or at least most of the time. They're so cool. Oh, that flow. Oh, that little kick change for a second. That was sick. I like this a lot. Is this Akeos' first ever, like, official DMB release? Like, on an EP or just, like, out there? I don't think it's her first attempt. I'm not gonna assume that, but I think this is our first official release of a DMB song from Akeos. And it sounds really, really professional. It sounds like she's been making DMB for a very long time. And maybe she has, and we're just kind of like now getting to actually hear it in full. God, the pre-drop. Oh, I like this even more. It's a bit more beefy. What? Come on now. This is not my favorite track. It feels like an assassin track or something. Like some kind of evil ninja assassin stuff. It sounds just like a badass anthem. Assassin's Creed 12 type stuff, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how many Assassin's Creed games are, but like if Assassin's Creed made like a futuristic game where it was based in like the 3000s, you know, or just in the future, I feel like this track would work perfectly. You know, it feels like a sneaky ninja or something, you know what I'm saying? It's so cool. All right, the last track is a collab, the only collab on the project, and I'm excited to hear this one. The last inactive, no, I'm sorry. God, I keep forgetting how to pronounce this dude's name. Invective. That's how you say it. Shout out Destiny for actually telling me before this video how to pronounce it. 'Cause I got told what it was before, but I forgot, so I kept saying inactive or noctive, but it's Invective. Desolate. Halftime, I don't know. I'm just thinking of Invective's Cyclops track, The New, and how it was one of the only highlights of the whole freaking thing. Oh, is this 130, 120 BPM? Trap like, okay, that bass is, woo, all in your face. Oh, oh. Ooh. Okay. Interesting little switch there. This EP is definitely feeling like a new direction, or at least a new statement from Akeos saying, I want to not only make more than dubstep, but release more than dubstep. So you can make everything you want, obviously, but releasing it is a bit scarier. But it's all about change. God, I love that. It's so clean but dirty at the same time. Ooh, the little pitch sub right there. I'm a sucker for those. Pause. This kind of wavy part here, where it goes into the triplet flow. And I love how that little iconic bass line keeps coming back. You got the offbeat and then brings that back, and it just kind of, I don't know, but I love how it keeps bringing that back. It's like it wouldn't feel right if you didn't just keep bringing that bass line back. The doom, doom, doom. All right, and that is the end of the Akeos EP Flesh Garden. This is definitely a new awakening for Akeos, as she's learning to release more stuff, not just say, I made this, I made this, I am releasing this. And you know, it's, I hope and I think, going to inspire other producers, big or small, to release more than dubstep. And on somewhere like Never Say Die, that's freaking crazy. I mean, Never Say Die in the past year and a half or so has been pushing the boundaries of dubstep and saying electronic music, you know, Euphorian, Qatari, Pleague, you know, it's, the boundaries will continue to push forward, and it's cool. You know, I know there's some people like, what is this? I want the dubstep, I want the rhythm, and you know, I feel you, but at the same time, it's still cool to hear music like this. Like, yes, would a Material 2 EP by Akeos be fire? Yes. But was this also fire? Yes. So, you know what? I'm not dissatisfied. I'm actually really satisfied. When it comes to your audience, yes, I think it is important to see what your audience is enjoying most from you. It's not saying that you should not branch out because you're most popular from your rhythm and dubstep and you need the streams and you need to keep making that stuff because otherwise it won't do as well. Like, that's more of a numbers thing. While I'm not going to say that they don't care what their audience thinks, but they care more about their personal craft. I can tell that's what we're seeing here from Akeos. She's saying, I want to release this kind of stuff. You know, that ID showcase had everything. So yeah, it's great that she's doing this. Reminds me of when Sizzy, his last EP on Never Say Die, which was awesome, and there were still people bugging him about Grease. I kid you not. If you don't know his ID called Grease, it's like his most popular clip or snippet, and people are, every time he releases a project, they're like, where is Grease going to be on here? And you know, it's just never coming out. Like, at this point, we're never going to get it. And in my personal opinion, I don't want it. I don't think it needs to come out. World peace will not be achieved when Grease releases. It's not even really what Sizzy's known for, you know? So anyway, little ramble right there. But yeah, guys, I really like this project, and I'm excited to see what Akeos does in the future. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you all later. All right. Bye-bye now.
Try to compete with the green.